Alright guys, I wanted to make a tiny tutorial on, so first of all, check this out. This is what you want to go on, but I wanted to make a tiny tutorial for people who don't want to learn how to build from somebody who's stupid good or edit. You know, this one's going to be mostly about editing, but I might do one about building later. People who don't want to learn from people who are so good at it that you're watching the video and you're just watching it and then you can't even tell what the fuck's going on the whole time. So I'm going to show you, because I'm not super good at it, but I can do it effectively, you know, in fights for the most part. I definitely can't hit triple edits or nothing like that, so if you're trying to learn some of that and you already got everything else down pat, then this is not the video for you. Down here to start game. Alright, so this thing's pretty much just a box with 3 floors on it. I'm gonna grab a gun just for the sake of the fact that you'll probably have one if you're trying to edit. So my edit button is the touchpad on the PS4 because I'm on controller. Probably know that by the title. Anyway, basically it's like this because so I used to have it left stick. You know, my left directional stick was my edit button. But I found out that it's kind of, the pressing it's kind of like the triggers. You know, you have to press it down a good distance really before it even clicks and then like actually does what you want it to do. And you can't click it stupid fast. Not nearly as fast as you can click the directional pad. Like I can click it kind of fast, but my finger, like your thumb will kind of stutter if you're trying to click it stupid fast. Unlike the directional pad, you can click it stupid fast, and you can hold the joystick down like you're running and click it at the same time. And like even if I wanted to fucking. So basically, that's mine. My edit button's that. My reset button is the R stick, right? So that I can click the directional, and then my aim stick, and then I'll do it, or my crouch button. So basically, what I did to learn how to edit is I'd come in here. First of all, you have to, if you're still using circle on the PS4 to edit, and that's also your switch builds button, that is not gonna work. It's gonna get fast. You know, of course, with anything you practice, it'll get fast, but it's not gonna get nearly as fast as like other people's edits. See, like I said, I'm not that good. So you can understand what's going on even whenever I mess up. Other people, they'll like put a cone down, we'll start editing it. Whenever you mess up, you can't even tell. Just because they're spamming it so fast, you can't even tell what's going on. There's another thing where like you can look like right here, hold up. You can't tell like really when it happens and when it doesn't. You can, but like it's at a certain point it's so white and you just can't even tell. Especially if you start spamming it stupid fast. You know, they'll miss like 10 edits and you won't even notice it. That won't disappear because you can't break builds. Anyway, basically what I would do is I'd come in here and run, and I'd try to run through this entire thing. And I could not do it at first for life. I couldn't even edit one without touching it. Like I'd touch it right here, then I'd edit it. And a lot of times I'd do this, or I'd do this, and still mess up. But I'd practice this until I could run all the way. Thing is if it's still circle, you can't run, click circle. You actually have to hold it if it's your switch builds, because you have to hold it so that they know you're not trying to switch your builds. So you kind of have to hold that for a millisecond, and a millisecond don't seem like a lot until you're trying to get shit done, you know. So you're running, run all the way through that. You know, I'd go all the way around, and then I'd go this way, and I'd go in this way, go in this way. But if it's circle, it's just not gonna work. If it's B on an Xbox, it's just not gonna work that good. It just won't do it. I had it as triangle for a long time because I was phase choice settings, but I can't play claw, so it really wasn't doing me any advantages at all. Anyway, I'd run through all this, you know, all the way around this whole thing. And once I finish this, I go through here. Until eventually, I didn't mess up any edits at all. I just got on, so I'm gonna mess up a lot actually, but I do that until eventually I didn't mess up any. You know, so do that. That'll actually help you. The more you go into I wouldn't even say an edit course, just because those are kind of already designed for people who can edit fast. Especially the newer ones, they're made for people to make videos off of. So like you just hop on there and you try to edit through it as fast as you possibly can. And if you can't already edit fast, that's not gonna help you edit fast. You need to learn how to like each individual edit, and then go in there and do it fast, and then you can get faster. But if you're not already good with editing, you're just gonna be sitting there editing shit the same way as you can do anywhere else. And it's going to be slow, you know, you're going to be in an edit course, boom, you know, jump through, boom, jump through, you know, it's not going to do anything different. You can use an edit course, I mean, it's got walls and stuff, but it doesn't, I don't know, I never used one, so maybe I'm wrong. I've heard from other people not to use one, unless you're already good, but yeah. So yeah, you just figure out all the edits, you know, run through there, do them all, crisscross through this whole bottom floor. Now, if we're talking about like strategical edits, like if you're in a fight and you want something good, you can go all the way across the top, put a staircase, not here. This will never disappear now, so I'll just try to get it out of the way, right? I'll do it somewhere else. It's not gonna work here no more. Anyway, you go across top, you put a staircase. You can jump, put a staircase, right? Then you jump, do that. Now, with this being done, you jump and you can shoot them. You know what I'm saying? And they can't really hit your head too much. I think they can still hit it if they jump. You know, they can Kobe one over the top. I don't know if that's even the correct thing to say anymore, but you know, if they jump, they can still kind of hit you a little bit. It's gonna do like 30 damage though, and while they're in the air, you can just pop them right in the head. I mean, if they jump, they're dumb. Then you don't even have to move out of cover. You can shoot them because they're fully open, and you can see whenever they jump before they even do. So like if they jump, you wait for their shot, jump, and you can put it right in their head, because that's about what they'll be whenever they come down. You just shoot it straight across if they jump, and you'll pretty much hit them in the head, as long as you know your crosshair's on their body. Like when they're falling, if their body's over here, you jump and shoot right here. If their body's over here, you jump and shoot right here. And that kind of takes away from the aiming aspect of it. Then it works like a lot, you know, 90% of the time. And then another good one my buddy Muro showed me is you jump like this. This one's good. They can't hit you, and they have right hand peek. You know, they're completely in the open. It's not good for them. Maybe left hand peek. I don't know what you call it, but this is not a good position you want to be in at all. This position is one you want to be in, because my head's barely showing, right? I can still shoot over this whole wall. Like, they're not gonna, of course, be down here, but if their body, like, let's say their headshot's middle square that other wall. You can't even see it. You see what I'm saying? If their head's right there, you can hit that every time. Wherever they're at, you can just jump and hit them. But if you want to make it better, you put a staircase in there. Jump, edit it this way to take away from right hand peek. I'll explain why. So if they're on this side, they're screwed. So look, you want to be like left hand peek every time. So check this out. If someone's over here, you'd rather peek where your gun's at. You know what I'm saying? My head's still covered about right here. My head's covered for the most part if they're right here. They can hit my arm, but I can hit their head. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to be on this side. If you're on this side, your whole body's showing. I can't hit nobody over here, but they can hit my feet. I could probably look at it and show you better than shooting, because I flick a lot. See, you could shoot them basically. I mean, if you look at my screen, you know you could shoot the person. Okay, so there's that. That's a good one. Doing it fast, I mean, I don't know how fast you could do it. You know, I don't think I can do it that fast. So if you could do it faster than me, then you're already good enough. You know what I'm saying? But you do that. It might take me a few tries. Do that. Jump. Do that. Don't get stuck on that wall, of course. Jump, put it in them. And then you're pretty much good from there, you know. You hit the first good shot, you're going to win 90% of the time. Especially if you have an SMG, you can jump up and down, just spraying them. And they're going to try to hit a headshot, but you're hitting them for 25 every time, like 3 times on the way back down. So you're pretty much good. I mean, you're solid. If they do hit that, it's possible. If they do, like, happen to hit that, then, you know, it's not going to be good for you. But that's the same as if you were to do the one I just showed you, you know, straight across the top. If you jump and they hit you, That's just what it is. But it makes it harder for them to hit you. Versus if I was to, let me make a scenario real quick. I'm gonna stand on top of this for a second. So let's say I do this one. I was go down on this side instead, right? So check this out. This person, all they have to do, jump up here and aim at your head. This is left hand peek too. It'd be harder for me to hit them than it is for them to hit me. As a matter of fact, I don't even think if I go down far enough, yeah, I'd have to jump off. But, you know, they can do that. Or they can just break the stair and have a pretty much 50-50 with you. But yeah, you just practice that. You know, it'll get faster and faster as you do it. Okay, so that's strategical, of course. Another thing is when you're breaking walls, if you break it, you're trying to take their wall, you can jump and put a, you see that? I put a stair in that box. That's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in that box behind the stair now. Even if this is their wall, you gotta hit it. I don't know how it works exactly, but like I just showed you, in a real game, you can, yeah, like that. See, you hit a wood wall twice, jump, put it in there. That's heavy. Boom. Now, anywhere they go, you can just shoot them. You know what I'm saying? Without even really getting hit. You know? Now, of course, I could jump out and run out that way, but you would assume that they're boxed, you know? And if you get them like this, you can actually box them up. The problem I have is a lot of people can do it faster than me, and whenever I was trying to learn it, the people who showed me, this is all I would see all video, right here. This is all I would see. You want to be able to do this? I can't do it, but you know what I'm saying. It goes invisible, and then they're like, you have to do this. You know, and then they say, try my creator code, blah, 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 blah. Try my creator code, and you'll edit like me. And it doesn't do shit, obviously. I didn't try it. I already knew it didn't do shit. I don't think I was one of those guys, but, you know, basically, for the most part, I'll show you my settings real quick so you know what to do. Alright, if you don't have this on, turn it on. Switches you from 3 buttons, this one. If you don't have this on, turn it on. It switches you from having to click 3 times to now you have to click 2 times. You actually click and hold once, and that's it. So turn this on, and then this is my edit. Of course, edit's right here. Right? Let me go over to edit controls. This is my reset button. Okay, and then I used my select button is R1. A lot of people have it R2, the shoot button. Whenever you edit, you hold the shoot button. But you have to push the shoot button down, you know, because it's a trigger. You have to push it down a good distance, you know. You have to push it down to almost the bottom before it actually does anything. That's time wasted. And if you're trying to do something like this, you know, like I said, I'm not good at it. But if you're trying to edit this fast, whenever you're doing this, whatever, like let's say this was editing, whenever you're doing that, if you're using the trigger to do that, it's going to be slow. Like, even me not editing it, this would be slow. Like, stupid slow. You gotta get 2 solid buttons that you have to press a little bit down. It doesn't really matter which ones, as long as you can reach them. As long as you can reach them, you'll be good. Anyway, yeah, for the most part, what I would practice whenever I start, this right here. Of course, I don't know too much stuff, but I do know, you put a stair in their box, you do this real quick, they're done for. And that's good. And if it's your box, I don't know, there's this, yeah, you can drop them out. It's a little bit more difficult, you gotta add some shit to it, but I'll show you guys in a different video. Like against somebody, how it works. As a matter of fact, I might get someone in here right now and show you guys. Let me see who I got. Oh, it's over. Murrow.
My last round. I'm out of here right after this round. Kid was
Murrow.
booting right on me.
Murrow.
57. Cracked. Dead.
Element.
Yo, you heard what I said though?
Yeah, you gotta leave after
Out of
this?
this game. Yeah, I have somebody coming to pick me up right now.
Oh, tough. Alright. Peace out. Yeah, you have to make a menu.
Alright. Sabrina, Amy, go in there.
Okay, let me see what we can do. You find somebody, maybe somebody who's not stupid good, I don't know. Murrow's stupid good anyway, so. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, as long as you guys change that setting, you get it off circle, circle's horrible, and you actually go into a creative match and practice it, it'll be good. It'll be way faster, guaranteed. I give it a week before you see, I give it 2 days before you see improvement. It took me 3 hours in a creative before I actually got the edits down pat. They're still not down pat, but before I noticed improvement. And it was 3 hours consistently, but of course you don't have to do that. But I gotta go do some stuff, so I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.